Hello everyone, my name is Luigi Bianco and this is the story of The Kabaddi. The Kabaddi as a story first came to me in 2005. I was an associate producer with CBC Radio in Vancouver, Canada. And I heard about this young wrestler who was going to play this wild sport I've never heard of down in Surrey. So I grabbed my recording gear and I went down there to try to capture it. One of the first things I noticed when I got down to Surrey in this field is that, well, first of all, this is the only field in probably North America devoted just to this sport. Like, you can have baseball diamonds, you can have soccer fields and football fields, but not Kabaddi fields. It was surrounded by a chain link fence, and they put tarps over the top so you couldn't peek in without going through the gate and paying the fee. And once I got inside, it was pouring rain all day and shoulder to shoulder with East Indian men, almost exclusively men in this event. And in the center of the crowd was a circle, and in the circle they played Kabaddi. So I pull up my gear and I start recording and trying to describe what was happening, but there's nothing else like it. It's part wrestling, part tag, and part Red Rover, but played by grown big dudes. And it's super fast, and I had a really hard time describing this event without images. Needless to say, it never went to air, but I've always been interested in telling this story, and since 2005 I've been following this young wrestler Meeks in his career as a professional athlete. And I moved to Toronto, and he ended up, there's a league in Toronto, he ended up coming to play there, and I shot some video of that, which you can see on the Facebook and the campaign and the website and whatnot. And you can kind of get a feel for, you know, how vicious and fast this game is. And one of the things I found interesting was that this sport is played on every continent of the world, but nobody knows about it unless you're East Indian. It's kind of a big deal to them, but nobody knows about it. There's nothing out there in English about this sport, and the videos that you see of the World Cup or international games or players is all kind of unprofessional. So I thought there was an opportunity to tell this story, and in my vision, how I see telling it is through this character of Meeks, who's full of contradictions, part Jimi Hendrix guitarist, part wrestling national champ from small town America, part devout Muslim, part professional athlete and celebrity athlete in this sport in all kinds of corners around the world. And he gave me a call about a month ago and said, hey, do you want to come to India to, you know, tell this story and come to the World Cup in the heart of where this sport is loved most? And I was excited to do that, and I said for sure. So I'll be traveling and staying with the U.S. Kabaddi team as they compete at the World Cup in the province of the Punjab in India, on the border of India and Pakistan, two countries that love this sport and were in the finals of the World Cup last year. Needless to say, a lot of political tension there, and it's going to be a really exotic stage for this whole thing to be set. There's going to be teams from Kenya, Argentina, the UK, Canada, United States, Iran, India, Pakistan. So it's going to be really colorful, and I'm looking forward to doing interviews with different teams and athletes and managers and all sorts of things, as well as capturing that colorful country. The hook is that, and why I'm doing this campaign, is to raise a little bit of money, a modest minimum of $5,000 to help this project get through how I see this story being told. So the $5,000 goes into different things. Some is gear and lenses and things like that I need, and equipment to make it look good and sound good. And then part of it is going into time that I need for production and investing and mastering and all that stuff, and getting it out to film festivals and DVD production, all that stuff. So that's what I'm trying to raise. And I know there's people out there, my friends and my family, they got a little bit of money, $25, $100, $1,000, whatever you got to put towards this kind of project. And I haven't always had the funds and the resources to fund other people's projects and goals, but I'd appreciate it if you did at this time, and I could return the favor later. But there's a lot of people who are already putting in, and I appreciate all your support. The U.S. team is invested. They're helping me get over there and hosting me and getting me access to everything. I'm invested. I've taken time off for this, the next 3 or 4 months to work on this project, and so I hope you can participate as well. It's really easy. You go to the Indigogo fundraising campaign, you pledge $100 or $25 or $1,000, whatever. You get different things. You get a T-shirt from India from the World Cup or whatever it is, but it means a lot to me in getting this project done. So for all of you who have supported, thank you very much, and for those of you who want to support, I thank you in advance. And yeah, I'm looking forward to updating with different webisodes of what's happening and going on, and the progress of it is going to be amazing and beautiful, and thank you for being a part of this.